You're this perp back with another video, and I got around to checking out The Greatest Night in Pop. This is a brand new documentary coming out of Netflix that, if you haven't watched, go watch it right now. Definitely worth checking out. I will have to say that first and foremost. But it's also dope to see these types of documentaries where we get like behind the scenes, whether it be like with Michael Jackson's Thriller, which I didn't get around to reviewing, but it was a phenomenal documentary. I have some little nitpicks here and there about it, but this was very fascinating to me because of this specific documentary about all of these big ass stars coming together to record the song We Are the World. Now, they give you some insight on the, influence and the inspiration that made them come up with this track. They wanted to kind of bring awareness to the stuff that's going on in Africa, but they don't spend too much time about that because it's really about just the process of getting 40 plus artists of all different types of like fan bases and popularity, influence, iconic status, whatever you want to call it, in one room for one night. And this documentary definitely made me give Lionel Richie so much more credit, because not only did he have to host the American Music Awards and perform, he had to also do this We Are the World track. So I like how they kind of start you off just who's involved, like Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie. So those two are like just writing the song, and we see a lot of like early stages of that. And it's incredible to see a lot of these shots, like seeing Stevie Wonder, Lionel Richie, and Michael Jackson in one room just singing together is just something that is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And that's how they kind of pitch this whole idea to people and different artists. Them trying to just scramble to kind of get everybody on the same schedule, and also not having this leak. Because if they were to try to do something like this in like a social media type of era, this would have leaked and there would have been mobs of people. So for them to kind of plan this out perfectly and in secret, and they didn't really tell nobody about it, and to see just the level of professionalism amongst all of these big giant talents is incredible. Some people actually left because they were getting too impatient. Stevie Wonder wanted to put some Swahili into the song, and one guy was like, I don't know no Swahili or nothing like that. That was fucking hilarious. There are some really funny moments in this whole entire documentary, specifically with Bob Dylan and Michael Jackson. It's just Bob Dylan just didn't feel like he didn't want to be there. He hasn't laughed, or just he doesn't have a funny bone in his body, because you'll see everybody just like cracking up in the room, and then Bob is just in the zone at all times. Mike is really dope, and you just see what he does. And I also like seeing Quincy Jones, because we don't normally see Quincy Jones really work. The only people that have seen that hands-on are the artists that have worked with him. And man, does he know how to just direct people, and just he's able to just command a room of all these big ass stars. But he's just like, he's able to kind of manage everything, and it's just really phenomenal. I'm surprised we haven't gotten like a Quincy Jones biopic by now, you know what I'm saying? But seeing that, I feel like was some of my favorite moments of this documentary. And the people that they were trying to get, like, I can only imagine if they were able to lock down Prince, because Prince was just going to be Prince. He wanted to do it separately from everybody else, because Prince would have had the biggest fucking ego in the world and stuff. Like, he doesn't want to be in the same room as Michael Jackson, and you know what I'm saying? You could just definitely tell and why he wasn't a part of that whole situation. That would have even made that track even bigger. You had Bruce Springsteen, you had Diana Ross, you had Cyndi Lauper. Like, you had just so many talented people in one room for like hours upon hours. And I liked how, anytime that there was tension in the room, somebody would be able to make somebody else laugh and get people back in focus. But man, it's just one of those moments that will never be replicated. Like, you could never take all the biggest popular artists of today and do this like now. You know what I'm saying? Because one, like I said, the professionalism is just at an all-time high with these groups of people, where there's not that much professionalism with these newer acts nowadays and stuff, and nobody will sit there and put in the hours to just do something for a cause, whether you believe in that cause or not, or just they really took it serious. You could just tell that all these artists take their craft very fucking serious, and man, just so much talent. I recommend y'all check this out for yourselves, because me just rambling about it doesn't do it justice. You have to definitely watch it for yourself. If you do get around to it, let me know what your thoughts of this documentary are in the comments below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.